David Bowie's extraordinary archive has finally been unveiled to the public, offering fans and researchers an intimate glimpse into the creative genius behind one of music's most influential icons. But here's where it gets controversial. Along with his celebrated works, the collection reveals countless abandoned projects that hint at what might have been, opening fresh debates about Bowie's artistic vision and the choices he never made. Following Bowie's passing in 2016, the world lost not only a musical legend, but also an array of unfinished ideas and unrealized visions. This week, London's Victoria and Albert Museum has opened access to a staggering collection of around 90,000 items from Bowie's estate. Among these treasures are detailed notes for a never-produced film centered on Major Tom, the fictional astronaut featured in Bowie's hit song, Space Oddity. In this concept, Major Tom is sent to a disgruntled America, offering a political reflection through the eyes of a British artist observing international tensions. Curator Madeline Haddon describes this film, titled Young Americans, after Bowie's 1975 album, as a thoughtful exploration of what it felt like to be a Brit navigating the complexities of America and the wider geopolitical landscape at the time. And this is the part most people miss. The archive also contains materials related to The Spectator, a stage musical Bowie was developing shortly before his death in January 2016, which delves into the life of an 18th-century London outlaw. It's an ambitious work investigating the intersection of art and politics during the dawn of modern London, a project that might have radically expanded our understanding of Bowie's artistic depth. The David Bowie Centre at the V&A, opening this Saturday, is truly a cavern of wonders for anyone drawn to the artist's groundbreaking creativity. The collection spans everything from iconic stage costumes and instruments, like a delicate stringed koto from Japan and the acoustic guitar played by Ziggy Stardust himself, to personal letters, handwritten lyrics, candid photographs, and sticky notes brimming with ideas. These artifacts chronicle Bowie's ever-evolving creative journey, beginning with David Jones, a boy from suburban London, born in 1947, transforming into a boundary-pushing global icon. Bowie was a master of reinvention, seamlessly adopting multiple personas while exploring diverse musical styles. From the glam rock flamboyance of Ziggy Stardust to soulful ballads, experimental electronica, and collaborations with emerging British jungle and drum and bass artists such as A Guy Called Gerald and Goldie. Beyond music, he thrived as an actor, Broadway performer, painter, and early digital pioneer through his 1990s venture, BowieNet, an internet service provider that was ahead of its time. According to Haddon, Bowie was more than a musician. He was a world builder, using music as just one entry point into the universes he created. The archive is housed in the V&A East Storehouse, a unique hybrid of museum and warehouse located within London's Olympic Park, which opened in June. Visitors can freely book appointments to explore the items firsthand, often even handling them under guidance, a rare opportunity to connect tactilely with history. Haddon expressed the center's mission eloquently. We want visitors to be inspired by Bowie, not only to appreciate his legacy, but to ignite their own creativity, uncover new stories, and forge unexpected links between Bowie's work, current cultural discussions, and their own experiences. Interestingly, since the booking portal launched, the most popular request has been to see Bowie's heavily worn frock coat, designed by the British fashion icon Alexander McQueen, famously worn at Bowie's 50th birthday concert at Madison Square Garden in 1997. This speaks volumes about Bowie's influence on fashion alongside music. The archive contains around 400 costumes, including Kansai Yamamoto's striking knitted jumpsuit for Ziggy Stardust, his androgynous alien rock star persona, and the sleek white suit from his 1983 Sirius Moonlight tour. Archivist Sabrina Offord confirms, the Alexander McQueen pieces and some Ziggy costumes are our biggest draws. The exhibition's core selection of about 200 items was curated in part with input from local youth aged 18 to 25, many of whom initially had little knowledge about Bowie or questioned why the VA dedicated an entire center to him. By the end of the project, Haddon proudly notes, they were convinced of his significance. Among the displayed artifacts are some deeply personal and surprisingly mundane objects, the key to Bowie's Berlin apartment he shared with Iggy Pop in the 1970s, his driver's license from Rarotonga during filming of the 1983 film Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and a variety of fan gifts, including drawings, paintings, and a handcrafted music box. Nearly 10 years after his death, Bowie's status as a cultural icon remains unshaken, but his early path was far from easy. The archive reveals poignant correspondence from his father, Haywood Stenton Jones, pleading with a London company to offer his son, then a struggling young musician, a job. His father described David as a real trooper and exceptionally hard-working. Right next to this is a short, blunt rejection letter from the Beatles' record label, Apple Records, dated 1968, which stated, Apple Records is not interested in signing David Bowie. The reason is, we don't feel he's what we're looking for at the moment. Does this early dismissal underscore Bowie's remarkable resilience, or does it raise questions about the unpredictability of the music industry and the subjective nature of artistic value? What do you think? Did Bowie's legacy grow because he defied early rejection, or might it have been different if gatekeepers had recognized his genius sooner? Drop your thoughts and join the conversation below.